Hello dear student, this is Ankita from the race classes. Today we are here to discuss about the topic measurement of mass. Now you can learn already in our previous video we have learned about measurement of length where we have discussed about different units we are going to measure to find out the length of any object like the basic three units are your meter, kilometer and centimeter where meter is your general unit which we are using mostly. Kilometer is unit used for the larger mass and centimeter is a unit used for your smaller length. Now today we are going to discuss about measurement of mass. Mass is also called as weight. If somebody is going to ask you what is your weight, so you are not going to measure with the same units that you are measuring for length like meter, centimeter or kilometer. Here the units are different and we would like to discuss these points like measurement of mass in our coming videos. Now children, let's begin our topic with this measurement of mass. You know it very well. First of all, we are going to write few points from here. The standard units of, first point we are going to write the standard unit for mass is gram. Like in to measure the length we have three basic units. One is a meter, centimeter and kilometer. In this measurement of mass basically we have two which we are using a lot. Otherwise apart from two we are having one like gram, kilogram and milligram. Kilogram is the bigger one, gram is smaller one, whereas milligram is your smallest one. So first the standard for mass is gram. What is standard? The standard unit for mass is gram. It can be represented with a small symbol of G. Clear, no? You are not supposed to write this gram in this much big letter. So it can be represented in a small way. That will be your gram. Like short form of gram is small g. Clear? Now let's write the second point of yours from here. Unit or units used to measure very small mass is called milligram. That means first our standard unit will be gram, and if you have to use measure very small mass, then we are going to use this unit milligram. And third is your units used to measure large mass is kilogram. See children, from here you can learn we have three different units. Apart from these three, they have the long form as well as they have the short form. It can be written as kg. It can be written as kg. Like gram can be written as small g, milligram can be written as mg, whereas kilogram can be written as kg. Now you don't have to write these big letters like to represent these numbers. Basically we are using this short form that you have to remember. So please note it down. Next is our point that you have to remember from here. That will be your, basically we are using two terms. First will be your 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. First is what here? Kg is your bigger unit and gram is your smaller unit. Here like I told already, 1 kg equal to how many gram? 1000 gram. Here I have represented the small symbol of kilogram and small symbol of gram. I hope you are clear with this. This is your bigger unit. This will be your smaller unit. Next that we are going to discuss about is 1 gram. 1 gram equal to 1000 milligram. That means bigger unit is kg, smaller than kg is gram, and the smallest is your milligram. Clear from here? So when you are going to use for 1 kg, you will use this. When you are going to use for gram, you will use this one. Clear? Now please take a screenshot so that I can proceed to the next one. Please take a screenshot. Afterwards, I'll start how we are going to find the relation between different units of mass. In our previous video also we have discussed about how we are finding the relation between different units of mass, like we have learned one way, millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, decameter, hectometer and kilometer. That is the way we are going to find its relation. Basically we are learning about these three units, but we cannot say only these three units we are having in these to measure the mass. We have many more, that's we are going to discuss. Now your next heading is what? We have to measurement of different units of mass. Your next heading will be measurement of different units of mass, that you have to note it down. Meanwhile, all the time you have to remember the things, that you have to learn the things like 1 kg equal to 1000 gram, 1 gram equal to 1000 milligram. Wherever you are going to solve the problems also, every time you have to note it down. Make it sure when you are going to note it down in your numericals as well. Whatever the marks you are going to lose in examinations, teachers, those who are getting it, they will see that you have written okay correct formula. You can get the step marking in that also. Clear, no? So basically every time when you are going to solve the numerical as well, you have to write that conversion. Now next topic of ours is measurement of, please note it down, measurement of different units of mass. Mass is also called your weight. Here apart from milligram, gram and kilogram, we are going to learn other units. So with the previous video reference, we are going to draw for this one as well. Like in beginning, we are going to start once again from here. First we are having 1000 or thousands. After thousands we are having hundreds. Then we are having tens. Then we are having ones. Then tens. This representation way is similar for length as well, for mass also and for capacity also. There is no changes in this part. Only there will be the change in their units. Like there we are having millimeter, here we are having milligram. When we are going to talk about capacity, there we are having milliliter. That means milli word is same, only liter, gram and meter. That will be the different one. Okay. So tens. Next will be your hundreds. That will be the part of your decimal. And last will be your thousands. Thousands. I hope you are clear with this. First part is your tens, hundreds, thousand, ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. These all are your smaller part, and these all are the parts which you are going to move in increasing order. Their values also increases. Understood, no? So in this way we are going to represent. First in our thousands part we are having, please recall the in previous videos we have learned about like millimeter. Here we are having the general unit of mass is what? Gram. So here in thousands we are having milligram. Then in hundreds we are having centigram. In tens we are having milli, centi, decigram. You can note it down, children, from here that gram is common. Milli, centi, deci. Here we are having gram. Then we are having decagram. Then we are having hectogram. And then at the last we are having kilogram. I hope it's easy for you to compare also, that we are going to find. Milligram is the smallest one, whereas your kilogram is the biggest one. Don't find any confusion in these things. When somebody will ask you what is the standard unit of mass, from here you have to tell the standard unit of mass is gram. Clear? There, in case of length, the standard unit of length is what? Meter. When we are going to talk about capacity, their standard unit will be liter. That's all. Now second way, this is just the representation. Here we are going to classify or segregate it like this to understand the things properly. That is the main purpose. Now I told you already, thousands. Thousands is what? Thousands is a part, like 1 upon 1000. Clear, no? Here this 1000 is different. This is simply 1000. This is a multiplicative term and this will be your division term. Now, similar, milligram can be written as in short form. You are going to write, if you have, please write your answers in comment section so that I can see. Milligram can be written in short form in what way? mg or milg. Which one is correct? Please mention your answer in comment section. So in short form, we are going to write as mg. This we are going to write as cg. Milligram, centigram, decigram, then gram. Clear? Please recall once again with me. Milligram, centigram, decigram or gram. This, in place of this, we can also write like dz. Both ways correct. Now you are having decagram. It can be written as what? dcg or dcag. Please leave your answers in comment section. So it can be written as DAG. We are excluding this all the term. Next is your hectogram. It can be written as HG. Only short form. Next is your kilogram, can be written in short form as kg, that you know very well. From this graph you came to know about its representation and its short form. First you are having milligram, centigram, decigram, gram, decagram, hectogram, kilogram. Clear? So you will recall here from this video, milli, centi, decigram, deca, hecto, kilogram. That's all. mg, cg, dzz, dag, hg and kg. Clear? Again you are having this at 1000 place. When you are going to move, you have to see it can be written as 1 upon 1000. Clear, no? Hundreds can be written as 1 upon 100. 1 upon 100 means, children, you have to understand that you are going to divide that number. Whatever the number you are having, you have to divide with this one. Next you are having 10th place, then it will be 1 upon 10. Here you are having ones place. Ones means only single one. You are going to write as 1. Then you are having tens. It can be written as 1 upon 10. Hundreds can be written as 100. Whereas thousands can be written as 1,000. You can just compare the difference. Here it will be 1 upon 1000 part. And here we are having 1000 part. That means which one is bigger? Always this number is smaller and this number is bigger. Clear? Understood? Now please take the screenshot of this one so that I can move to the further part. You can make a proper diagram also for this one. Like in a box form also you can make. We don't have any confusion while drawing. You can make in box form as well. And please recall these things again and again while dealing with this topic. You have to remember these important terms. Otherwise, if somebody will ask you that, do you know what is decagram, then you will be blank. At that time you have to remember, yes, I know decagram. It is just after gram. And its value is more than gram. This is also the short way you are going to learn for this one. Please take the screenshot. Now next topic of yours is conversion of units. Next of yours will be conversion of unit. Here we are going to find the way how we are going to convert like milligram to centigram or decigram to gram or this kilogram to milligram. These all are the way we are going to find it in this chapter or in this coming topic. Next will be your conversion of unit. Please mark this topic in your copy. Conversion of units. Conversion of units. Which unit we are converting? Conversion of units of mass. since we are dealing with mass, that's why we are going to recall everything related with the topic mass only. I hope you are clear with this. Conversion of unit, that means before this only I have drawn the different parts like milli, centi, deci, gram, deca, hecto, kilogram. Now if in this topic we are going to learn their conversion, kilogram to hectogram, hectogram to gram, or milligram to decigram, decigram to kilogram. These all are the different way of conversion. How we are going to multiply or how we are going to add, these all are totally depends on us. As I told you, your milligram is the smallest unit, whereas your kilogram is the biggest one. If somebody will ask you which one is your biggest unit, so your kilogram is the biggest unit and milligram is your smallest unit. Clear? Please make it sure you have to remember these important terms while dealing with this chapter. Clear, no? So please make a note of this one, conversion of unit. First point, to change. If you know the answers, you can share it in the comment box. To change from smaller unit to bigger unit, smaller units to bigger units, we divide. That means what? We are going to divide bigger units, we divide. Simply you have to remember the most important term here will be we divide. I'll let you know the common example as well. This is most important point, to change from smaller units to the bigger unit. For instance, children, I'll take one example. If you have to convert smaller unit is your, for example, if we take milligram, okay, you have to convert to change from smaller unit to bigger unit, you have to change to your gram. What you will do? You have to use the operation divide. Like 1 milli, if somebody will ask you 1 milligram equal to how many gram? So, do you have any answer for this one? What part we are going to consider, like milli, cent, we have milli, centi, deci, gram. We have 4, at 4th place this gram will be there. So with that 3 digits we are going to multiply and we will find the answer in our way. When we are going to deal with the numericals, we will let you know the things how you are going to convert. Like when you are going to convert smaller to bigger, simply have to remember this, you have to divide that part. Now second important thing that you have to note it down is when you have to change from bigger units to smaller units, what you will do. The question is when you have to change from bigger units to smaller units, what you are going to do. So if you have any answer for this, please write your answer in the comment section. Please write your answer in comment section. To change from bigger units to smaller units, bigger units to smaller units, what we? Do you have any answer? Okay, fine. So we are going to multiply. So in this chapter, first we have used this operation for conversion of units, multiply and divide. Later on, we can use different operations like addition and subtraction as well for solving this kilogram and gram addition part or subtraction part. We can use these two operations as well. But here, to change from smaller unit to bigger unit, we use divide, and to change from bigger unit to smaller units, we multiply. Please make a note of it. Please make a note of it fast. Like, I'll give you an example here. When you are going to find this note, you have already taken. Now, a general example we are going to take, and you have to give me your valuable comments in comment section that which operation we are going to use here. Two operations I have taught you. One is your multiply, another one is your divide. That's all, no? Like for example, if I took one number, if I took from here, like you have to convert 32 kg to gram. You know, I have written this short form that we have discussed already. Now 32 kg you have to convert to gram. 32 is your bigger unit, gram is your smaller unit. Can you guess which Both rules we are going to apply, whether we are going to add the number or we are going to subtract. No addition, no subtraction, whether we are going to multiply or we are going to divide. Please have a guess and let me know which operation we are going to use from here. Give your answers in comment section. Give your answers, which operations we will use. Be quick. Okay, fine. So what you will write? We know that. What you know? What you know? You know already, no? We have to convert gram to kg. You know one conversion that we have written in, remember one? 1 kg equal to what? 1000 gram. 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. Therefore, 32 kg equal to what? 32 multiplied by 1000 gram. So your answer will be what? 32,000 gram. So in that video you learn, no, when you have to convert the second point that we have written in our previous slide, you know already. When we are going to convert this bigger unit to the smaller unit, we use the operation multiply. Second point is that only. So we use the same operations here, and what we have done, we find the answer like 32 kg equal to what? How many gram you are getting? 32,000 gram. Both the value is same, but only the difference in their unit. This will be your bigger unit and this will be your smaller unit. Clear, no? Please make a note of it. After this, in same unit, this conversion, we are going to write like how we are going to convert kilogram to gram. Clear, no? In the same topic, we have some subtopics also like kilogram can be written as, again and again I am writing this only to make you remember these things, 2 gram. Clear, no? Directly you can have the conversion for this one. Clear? Like first point of yours will be, if you have half kg, then what you will get? If you have the half kg, then you will get how many gram? 500 gram. Clear? This is just the short tricks. We are going to remember directly. If somebody will ask you half kg equal to how many gram you are having, then you will write half kg equal to 500 gram. Now second point of yours, please have a guess for this. Half is over. What is the next part of yours? Okay. 1/4 kg equal to what? 250 gram. I will tell you also with one example from where we get this one. You don't have to worry for this one. Third is your, please note it down, then I will let you know. Third is your 1 kg equal to 1000 gram, and fourth will be your 3/4 kg equal to 750 gram. Clear? These four important points that you have to remember directly. No need to find its way like 250. Whenever we are going to get the another one, then we have to find, but for this one you have to learn these things. Clear, no? Then we can go with the direct conversion. Otherwise what I have to do, if you have to find this one, like example I'll let you know. Like you can see 1/4 kg is written, no? 1/4 kg is written. So you know, since 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. Therefore 1/4 into what you will write? Equal to 1000. When you are going to multiply, divide this 4 with 1000, how many time it will go? It will go for 4 2 ja 8, 2 carry 20, 4 5 ja 20, 1 extra 0, then we will get directly 250 answer. Then you will get same 250 answer, but you have to go with this conversion. So please don't waste your time in doing these things. These are the key points that you have to remember while dealing with such chapters. Now moving on the next part of yours, please have a note of this one. This is most important thing, and here you can write also. Very important for remembrance of that one. Clear, no? Please make a note of this one. Then I will deal with one example. convert. If your question is given, common example is given like if you have to convert kg to gram, if it is given in decimal form or something like that. If your example is given, convert 6.5 kg to gram. Question is given 6.5 kg to gram. Clear, no? What you have to do? Here kg is your bigger unit and gram is your smaller unit. Clear? So again we use the same operation. Which one? Multiply or divide? We use the same operation, multiply over there. To convert the units from bigger to the smaller unit, we'll use multiply. Like we know that, again you will write the same method and same procedures. We know that, what you know children? You know that 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. Therefore, what we are going to take here? 6.5 or 1 kg. We are going to take 6.5 kg equal to 6.5 into 1000 gram. Can you guess what is the answer? Please solve it and tell the answers in comment section. Let's see who is the first one to give the answer. Let's see who is the first to give this valuable answer of this question. Very good. Some are giving also like 6.5. You have to replace this 0. What answer you will get? Any guess? 6, 5. Whether we will write 3, 0 or we will write 2, 0. Because here we are having, when we are going to replace and make it without decimal, then we will get another point. Here we will get 65. Then one of the 0 will be replaced from this place. So we will get this as an answer as what? 6500 gram. Why we have not put 000? Because here this is your decimal part. If you are going to replace and make it 65, then one of your 0 will be cancelled with this decimal part. Just after the decimal we are having 10th part only. So here one of your parts will be reduced with 10 and we will get only 100. And after multiplying 65 with 100 we will get 6500. Clear? This will be your answer for this question. Hope you understand the same. Okay, no? Then I'll give few questions based on this one. For your practice or for your reference, I'll give the same conversion that I did in this video. I'll give you few questions. That questions you have to do. Clear? And you have to give your answers in comment section of the same video. Not in any other video you will give. You will give your answer in same video. Like where we have read about measurement of mass. There only have to give your valuable answer for that particular question. Clear? Please note it down. So your question is, I'm going to give you now. Your question is, this you have to do and share your answer. Again and again I am reminding only to make it sure that you will give your answer in comment section. Your first question is, convert 1250 gram to kg. You have to decide whether which operation you are going to use. You will use multiply or you will use divide. Clear, no? Now second of yours is given, convert 16 kg to gram. Clear? Here also you by yourself you have to decide which operation you are going to use, whether multiply or divide. And last will be your convert 4 kg 15 gram to gram. Here also you have to decide. You have to reduce these both gram and kg into one single unit. That will be means that you have to convert into gram. Understood, no children? This one will be a question that I am giving from my side. So to recall your knowledge, whether you have learned something from this video or not. Afterwards, last I will explain you one more problem based on this same topic, conversion of units of mass. Then we are just going to conclude our topic Clear, no? So let's note down your questions first. It is very important to note it down because you have to solve and give me the answers. Please note it down these questions. Another way I am going to teach you, that will be your where we are using the operation divide, because in this question also I have given this one as a divide part. So from my side I want to explain that so that you can solve the given problem easily. Example, if your example is given, convert 29 gram to 29 gram 2 kg. Clear, no? This multiplicative part I have taught you, but here you have to use the divide because we are converting the smaller unit to the bigger unit. And please flip your page and see which operation we have used while converting gram to kilogram. We are using the operation divide. Clear, no? Now same we are going to apply for this question also. Please note it down. What do you know? We know that, what do you know? 1 kg equal to how many gram? 1000 gram. That you know very well. If somebody will ask you 1 gram equal to how many kg, what answer you will give? That is just the reciprocal of this given operation. Reciprocal means what? Opposite. That means 1 gram will be equal to your 1 upon 1000 kg. Clear? Understood now? So please note it down. 1 gram equal to 1 upon 1000 kg. This will be your reduced form. 1 upon means, please make it sure, 1 upon means which part we have studied in the first one? Thousands. We have written there, no, in that 2-3 pages back. 1 upon 1000 will be your which part? Thousands part. That means that will be a smaller value. Clear? Now when you are going to convert this one, what you will do? You will just divide the given number. Like if it is given 29000 gram equal to 29000 upon 1000 kg. Clear? Now you can see, you have read in previous classes also, when we can cancel denominator with numerator. Like here we are having 30, so we are going to cancel each 1 0 with this, 1 with this, and 1 with this. We can cancel hidden. We can cancel, this will be a numerator and this will be a denominator. In fraction term, we have a rule to cancel denominator with numerator. Clear, no? Now what you are going to do, what you will get? When you are going to cancel this one, then what answer you are going to get from here? Your answer will be 29 kg. What is your answer? 29 kg. Clear? So here, when you are going to convert 29,000 gram into kg, your answer will be 29 kg. Which operation we have used? We have used the division over there. Clear? So the questions which I have given, at some of the places you have to apply multiply, and in other places you have to apply for divide. Clear? This one is from my side for this topic, measurement of mass. Now in coming videos we will discuss it about measurement of capacity. Clear, no? In coming videos which we are having, next part, we will discuss about measurement of capacity. After that we have one more term that we are going to solve by how we can use different operations like multiply, this addition and subtraction in the same topic, measurement. So till here you have to understand, learn. For if you have any query in this video, you can just raise your questions by putting it in the comment sections. I'll go through it. I'll try to resolve your problem. Thank you. Have a nice day.